I don't usually do the cork pops around here. This is a special moment for me. It's a milestone for 100 miles.
It's a big topper. Oh, I liked it.
Okay.
Cross the finish line.
Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
And today we have cork popped the Westward Whiskey Milestone Edition. Look at that. This whiskey comes to us from our friends at Westward Whiskey. It was gifted to the channel. We can't thank them enough. This is an American single malt whiskey, and this is edition number 2, slow proofed in casks for uncommon depth of character. 48.5% is what, 97 proof, and bold and ambitious in achievement in American whiskey. Love to see stuff like that on a bottle. Well, this is a very special whiskey to Westward Whiskey, and it's a very special whiskey to me. You see, today we're not going to do a full tasting on this thing. It's more of a visceral reaction because this is my celebratory sip because I successfully completed the Hennepin 100-mile race.
Yes!
Yeah, everybody's pause for applause, and thank you very much, everyone.
It's a really big moment.
It is. It feels like an enormous moment. It's been a year in the making. I've been training forever. I've wanted this for so long. It's finally done, and for the record, if you don't know, Julie jumped in not only as my crew chief for the day, but she paced me from mile 68.5 all the way to the end. She did her own ultra marathon, 31 miles just to get me to the finish line. So a cheers to you.
Cheers to you. Congratulations. It was one of my proudest moments. I was very tearful there at the end. I was just so happy. And even just the little amount that I did compared to what you did, I just wanted to see you finish, and I couldn't be more proud.
Well, that means the world to me, and it was absolutely fantastic. And I'm showing some clips right now. There's some B-roll rolling, but if you want to see the full video, our channel, Phil and Julie, you can go there and see the full video. I don't know if it's out yet or if it'll come out in 2 days. Either way, stay tuned because that is coming out. I'm very proud of it, very proud of the effort, and excited to share that story with everybody who is actually interested in it. Let's get to the nose on this Westward whiskey.
Ooh. It smells like some sort of apple pie.
A little bit of a coffee presence here, a little bit of a cigar presence here.
I would get a little worried just by the nose, by how much spice I'm getting, how much baking spice, cinnamon, anise, a little nutmeg, a little clove there.
And let's get to the tasting of it.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Wow. That tastes so much different than I thought it was going to taste. The nose is just very baking spices and there's like that apple fruit on it and a lot of oak. The flavors on the palate are like coffee and almost a little molasses, dark flavors. It is like deep dark flavors.
Well, and I'm pretty sure, and I'll edit this out if it's not the case, and I'll leave it in if it is the case. I believe that this is a blend of some of their favorite barrels over the years, some of their favorite whiskeys, and also some of the more unusual things that they have finished them in. Rum casks, various exotic wood casks, things like that. I think that all of that is here. That molasses, that sips a little bit like a really good rum. The exotic woods, I actually think that there is a little Amparana here, but it's done really, really well.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe where that cinnamon apple is coming in. There's a whole lot of flavor meeting in different directions here, creating something very, very special. I love this.
I almost would think from that sip that it was finished in tequila barrels, because there is a little bit of that flavor profile that is very distinctive that we've had in some other bottles.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's just a really interesting blend.
This is a fascinating sip of whiskey. Yeah, the sweetness comes from a lot of various places. There's vanilla buttercream frosting. There's a little bit of a honey coming through from a different direction. Light brown sugar 1 minute, molasses the next. Oh man, this is a superior blend. I don't know. I'm not usually one for really wild combinations of flavors.
Yeah.
This is a home run. This is something else.
It is pretty wild. I was thinking there's a lot of different flavored touch points here.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of go the whole gamut from like bright flavors to dark flavors to medium flavors, coffee notes to, you know, baking spices to fruit. I mean, we kind of threw the book at this one and it works.
There's a bright red fruit that's sort of right down Main Street.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the defining characteristic here that keeps you coming back for more, I think. It's dry, but
Yes.
gets my mouth watering, and the flavors are huge. It coats like crazy, also gets in the nooks and crannies. There's a maple syrup note here.
Yeah.
Holy cow, more things are showing up all the time.
I feel like it's the perfect celebratory drink because it feels like dessert, right? Dessert's one of those things that, I mean, if you're doing it right, you have it at the beginning, but like normally you just have it at the end as like the end of a meal or the end of a celebration or party that you're at, and this tastes like dessert. A delicious, decadent dessert.
This is an absolute grand slam. Westward whiskey, amazing. What is the distiller's name? I want to make sure that we give the distiller a shout out here because this is fantastic. Well, the name of the distiller is in cursive here, so we don't have it. We'll put it on the bottom of the screen. I just want to say fantastic job to you. All of your efforts are well worth it in this whiskey. It's absolutely amazing, and for those of you who think that good whiskey can't come from Oregon, you're proven wrong once again, and that makes me happy. Well, I'm happy with this whiskey. I'm satisfied with the race. I'm completely exhausted, and I feel eternally grateful to you for everything that you did to me and my entire crew. JT, Beth, Joel, Beth again. Thanks to all of you. Without you, I couldn't have done it, and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. These darn bees.
The bees didn't do anything to deserve the whiskey.